Hi folks, thanks for tuning in to the Pop Ribbon channel. This is Pop. I'd like to share with you the findings of a test I performed on my RadRover 6. I was thinking about the manufacturer's claim of battery life, and on their site and in the manual it says that you can get 25 to 45 miles on a single charge. So I put that to the test. Over the course of several days, I went on 3 rides without charging the battery in between. I started out with a full battery, drove 15 miles, returned home, and I had 8 bars left on the battery indicator on the display. There was a day of rain, so then on that 3rd day, I went for the 2nd ride, put on 30 miles, which already put me at the manufacturer's upper limit of 45 miles per battery charge. I returned home and I still had 2 bars on the battery indicator. Waited another day to recuperate from the 30-miler. Went out for that 3rd ride. And after about 40 miles, I noticed, because I was keeping one eye on the battery indicator, I noticed that I was down to one bar on the indicator. Went for another few miles, and I noticed that the bike's behavior changed. It wasn't as responsive. It seemed as though the pedal assist level had dropped. I normally drive in about pedal assist level 2, anywhere from 2nd to about 5th gear. But it was harder to pedal. It just didn't seem as responsive. And I took a look at the battery indicator, and there was 1 bar, and it was blinking. So I was thinking that, well, let me test this. So I would up arrow to put it into a higher battery assist level. The number would change on the display, but the power assist at the pedals and at the rear wheel did not display. Put it all the way back down to assist level number 1. And that's where it seemed to be. The amount of supplied power, I mean. So I went up to battery assist, power assist 2, 3, or 4, nothing changed. It all seemed to feel like it was at battery assist 1. When I returned home after that 53rd mile on the 3rd day, I was already past the manufacturer's claim, I tried the throttle. Very sluggish, non-responsive. Could only move the bike couple of miles an hour. I thought, yeah, I wonder if this is the same speed as that walk along mode. Got off the bike, sure enough, the exact same speed. And that's as fast as the bike would go. So it was sort of as though it would only supply that power assist 1, little bit of walk along. So my thinking is that it's not the battery, that this intelligence is built into the computer of the bike. This is meant to conserve some battery power so that you're not left stranded somewhere if you forget to charge your bicycle and you're out for a day-long jaunt and you wind up on the way home and you've got very little juice left. But it seems like the intelligence built into the controller is intentional. I called RadPower Tech Support. Had a very nice young man, and I think pretty much all the people at RadPower ride bikes. I've talked to a number of them, and that seems to be the case. And he had never gotten his battery down that low. He was unaware of it. But when I told him the story and about the behavior, he had to agree. He says, I think you're right. I think that's built into the system. So I wanted to share that with you. It wasn't a scientific test at all, but I wanted you to know. Now, your mileage is going to vary depending on your weight, your age, your level of conditioning. Like I said, I normally travel along at power assist level 2, so here's the baseline. I'm a 150-pound person. Age, well, let's just say I'm far, far north of the Arctic Circle, but in reasonably good shape. I lead an active lifestyle. So depending on where you are along that spectrum, you can expect that you might have a little battery left in the power pack to get you where you need to be if you get your battery to that level of discharge. I'm not recommending you do it. I'm just saying that if it happens, that you can rest assured, I hope anyway, let me know if it's not the case, that you have a little bit left. So, as always, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate hearing from you. I also appreciate your support. This is Pop Rivet. Thanks for tuning in. Over and out.